Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessi and I am a photographer in Ontario, Canada. I have the day off, so I thought that I would make a video for you guys just kind of showing you where I was at and how friggin' amazing I was when I started photography versus now. I still have a long ways to go and I know that, but it's still fun to go back and look at these things. That being said, I'm going to morph into an actual human being quick. I'm going out for dinner with my dad today, and I just want to get ready now so I don't have to do it later because I'm super lazy and I procrastinate a lot, so I know if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it. So I'll catch you in a minute. Okay, so I probably should have went through and picked actual photos ahead of time to kind of compare, but I think it's more fun to just find them together. So let's see what we can come across here. Everything seems to be on my Facebook. It just is where all my old photos went to die and to live on forever. Okay, let's just get into it. Also, I'm so sorry you have to stare at like this blob of a tattoo the whole time. It's gotta go really bad. So just embrace it while you can. I like to call it the therapist ink blot because it's just kind of like everyone sees something different. It was penguins cuddling. It's awful. I hate it. But here it is on my neck for my life till I get it removed. Okay. So I started taking photos when I was probably, I don't know, like 15. So I got a MySpace account when I was 13. So I guess it kind of started when I was around that age. I feel like MySpace, you had to have good pictures. So I got more interested in taking better quality pictures of myself, but then that just led into taking pictures of other stuff. And then when I was in high school, I mostly started to take photos of bands. I grew up in Stratford, Ontario, and we only had one venue. We had one at a time, I'll say. But Behaven is where I went all the time. Shout out if you're from there and you remember. Those were the days. But yeah, so that's where I took a lot of my pictures. It's also where I met my boyfriend. Good times at Behaven. Yeah, it was a good place. Anyways, let's dive on in. So I'm just going right to the end of my albums here on Facebook because I know wherever they start is where I kind of started. Let's see here. I guess we'll start with like music then, because I just talked about that. So why not just bridge into that? So I used to take just like a point and shoot camera to concerts with me and hope for the best. Sometimes it went okay. Other times it did not go okay. Like most of the time it didn't go okay. But yeah, back in the day I definitely would have loved like this. Something like this. It would have been about that. I would have been really excited and probably would have posted that everywhere, bragged about it for horrible reasons. Let's see what else we've got in here. Oh my god, it's doing that thing where you go back and it like restarts everything, so it's not even where you were. Freaking Facebook. This is why no one likes you. Okay. Let's see here. We'll come back for that. So let's get into when I had my actual camera at shows. We'll go with blind witness photos because they, for some reason, at one point started a tour in Stratford, and I took their photos, and they're really good. Take a peek. So, yeah, this is just like a, memory lane. This is what my band photography used to look like. And I don't do it that much anymore, but I'll just kind of pop in some photos of what it looks like now. Don't know where I'll do that. I'll just put it up on the screen somewhere. But this is my work now. let's move on to, I guess we'll do landscape. I'm sure that'll have some interesting stuff. I just gotta find something. Okay. Here's a good one. So this I remember taking while my dad was driving, and I took it out the window of the car. And as you can see, it's beautiful. I edited all my pictures in a program called, I think it was called Picasso. That could be super wrong. I don't remember what it was. It started with a P. I remember that. My neck is twitching. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, so that's what that used to look like. So I didn't take a bunch of landscapes back then, but that was where it started. And then this here is like where I ended up with that. So definitely another field that I, there we go, that I feel like I came a long way in. I can hear my boyfriend's brother from 2 floors away yelling on his video game. So here are some portraits I took of my sister. I forced her to do this photo shoot. We went to Goodwill and she picked out outfits, and then we went to the forest in the field behind our house and took these photos. And as you can see, she skateboarded there, obviously, through the field to the forest. That's how that works. So yeah, there's that. If you follow me, you've definitely seen my portraits now, but just hop on in here so you can take a peek. I haven't even updated actually my website in a while, but these are my portraits now, so definitely, you know, another upgrade, a little bit different than what you would see on my Facebook when I was 15 years old. The last thing I'll do is just, I guess, like a self-portrait, because those have also come a long way. I know I have lots of them, like too many of them. It's definitely in this album. All my albums, by the way, were named Faketography, and Faketography and Faketography 2.0. It's really good. These are the days. So these are my excellent self-portraits from back in the day. You've probably seen, they're really good. I don't have those on my website, but I'll just throw a couple up onto the screen. So that's, you know, those pictures were great for my MySpace account and my Vampire Freaks account and whatever the fuck else I did with them. I don't even remember. I had an account on everything. Because when I was in high school, like, I don't know, it was just fun. You just make an account on every social media you find. And I still struggle with that sometimes. I'll make accounts and I never use these, and then they're just like random dead accounts on everything. Yeah, so I just wanted to go through that. Another thing I forgot to mention when I was talking about the music photography as well is that I actually had a MySpace page dedicated to my photography, which was really good. And it was called Cradle Robbers Photography. I can actually probably pull it up. I bet it still exists. So I have like photos with the CR like watermark in the bottom, CR photo, sorry, which is really good. The best part about it is that I spelled cradle wrong. So not only did I call it Cradle Robbers Photography for no reason, I was 14 or 15 when I made that name, by the way. So do with that information what you will, but it was really bad. But yeah, I spelled it with 2 D's. Cradle Robbers Photography, guys. Let's see if it comes up. Oh yeah, it's still here. Oh good, it has my MySpace name, which was Trixie Scuzz Queen. Make MySpace great again. Please, I miss it. Oh yeah. Oh god, I could have just brought you guys here in the first place. Look at it. It's beautiful. Love all these chunks where things are not loading. It's great. Wonder what those look like. Oh, my dog. Oh my god, a turtle. You got, okay. Wax figures. Those were like one of my first portraits as well. Wax figures in Niagara Falls. Good times. Oh, too. Perfect. Some of these aren't horrible, actually. Anyways, that's all I'll go through today, but I just wanted to show you a little bit of and show myself a little bit of upgrades where I started versus now. So it has been 10 years since most of these were taken, if not longer. So obviously I've had time to grow, but you gotta start somewhere. Everybody starts somewhere. Some of us, start here, but that's better than nothing. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming and watching this video. If you want to follow my work, you can follow me on Instagram at Jess the Snapper, or if you want to follow my face, you can follow me at Jessi Kate with 2 eyes. And if you didn't get annoyed by me immediately and made it to the end of this video, feel free to subscribe. Like I mentioned in my last video, I'm trying to suck less at uploading to YouTube and just making YouTube videos in general. So come along for the super awkward ride if you want. See ya.